What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another day here in Nagoya, Japan. Welcome to another day at the auctions. It is Tuesday, the day we are actually closed at Garage Defend. But I am out here today taking a look at something very awesome. So you guys know I sold the GTR. I've been looking for another car. I'm looking for a few different cars to take back to the States with me, and this is one of them right here. Let's take a look. This is a 1993 Mitsubishi Delica Star Wagon. This thing is awesome. I've always loved these vans. If you guys have been following the channel for a while, you know I've always loved these vans. Four-wheel drive, turbo diesel, super exceed. It's one of the higher trims of the van. Mitsubishi Delica Star Wagon turbo diesel. They came in turbo diesel engines. They had a few gasoline engines that they also came in. This one is the automatic transmission. It's actual four-wheel drive, 4 high, 4 low. This thing is amazing. I don't know why they didn't sell these in the US. These things are so cool, and I'm gonna go for it, guys. I think I'm gonna be bidding on this one today. We're gonna see if we can win the bid. Ito-san, the owner of Garage Defend, is gonna be bidding on it for me from his house on the day that we were closed. Thank you so much, Ito-san, for helping me out with the bidding. It's got the what do you call those? Mats? Not floor mats. Mud flaps, that's the word I'm looking for there, mud flaps. It has a little bit of rust right here, but I'm gonna get all that repaired. If I can get it for the price that I'm hoping to get it for, I'll have some money to repair it. Look at these tires, nice big tires. I can put some bigger, meatier tires on it when we get to the States. But take a look at this thing. I've been sitting in it for like 45 minutes now. I did a little FaceTime with my dad and showed him the van. He loves it. It's super cool, it's awesome. Power windows work, no problem. It's got a sunroof here that tilts up. But check out the rear. Look at this thing. Look at all the glass on the top. Look how cool that looks. That is freaking awesome. And it's got a button up here to close and open the rear shades. Now this side over here, something's messed up. I'll have to repair that as well. But you can just press the button and close the shades, no problem. I'll get that side fixed, obviously, so that they function properly. But this thing is so cool. Super exceed on all the seats. 4 high, 4 low, 2 high. How about a freaking refrigerator in the car? That is so awesome. I knew the Hiaces had a refrigerator, but I wasn't aware that the Delicas had one too right here. It's got ice, cool, all for hot. Factory radio still installed. It's got an altimeter in the freaking car. Like, what kind of car has an altimeter in it? That is so awesome. Then like a leveler and the outside and inside temperature. The AC is cold, it works awesome. It's got 179,000 kilometers, which is around 111,000 miles. For a 1993, that is not bad. And it's a turbo diesel engine, so it's not like it's gasoline. Turbo diesels can go forever and ever. So not an issue at all. Such a cool car, such a freaking cool car. The only downfall is a little bit of rust, but like I said, I'll have that fixed, no problem, if I get it for the price that I want. The engine is actually right here under the seat. I'm not gonna lift it up at the moment. But guys, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I hope that I win this thing so that I can bring it back to the US and enjoy it. And I'm also gonna test the market with it a little bit. I'm definitely gonna drive it around. I'm definitely gonna keep it for a while. But then I might test the market. You know, I might list it for sale, see what's going on with the price, what I can get for it in the US. Because I can't believe that Mitsubishi didn't offer these in the States. These things are so cool. There's no van like similar to this in the US. If you're into four-wheel drive, you're into off-roading, and we're taking the shop back to South Carolina, so that's like right in the heart of all that kind of stuff. And I think this van will be very popular, and I think we'll get a lot of interest in it. And I think I'm going to start bringing over some Delicas as well. Obviously with Garage Defend, we import GTRs, we import Supras, everything you can imagine, like sports car wise. But what I want to do is I also want to start bringing in some of these type of things. I want to bring in some different stuff. I want to change it up a little bit. I want to bring in some Delicas. I want to bring in some Hiaces. I want some K cars, some everyday driver cars. I think it'll be really awesome, and I think this type of car will succeed very well in the States. It's got the awesome fog lights, the awesome front bumper. Such a cool car, guys. I hope you guys are as excited about this as I am. You know, these are awesome cars, and people in Japan like them too. But I think I'm gonna be able to get this for a good price and really be able to enjoy this thing. Take a look at the rear too. You have full AC controls in the rear. You have an ashtray, a cigarette lighter. You have full audio controls in the rear. You can control the radio from back here. There's headphone jacks. what is this thing? What is this thing from the future from 1993? Nothing in 1993 had these kind of options in America that I can think of. No vans like this. Third row seats. Audio everywhere. Another ashtray back here. It's got a sweet, some more AC right here. Super cold too. It's got a sweet airplane looking light right here. You can control the shades from the rear as well. One by one. It's got spots where you can open and close all of them. What is this? Another, yeah, this is another light right here. Look at that. Sweet light. More AC vents, more AC vents. Guys, I'm stoked. These curtains close. You can completely close off the front. You can close all these curtains. Sleep in this thing. These seats too. Swivel these around. Look at that. You can swivel this one around too. Let me fold it up. Swivel it around. And look at that. You got the middle row facing the rear for a nice conversation corner. Man, we're gonna have some fun in this thing. Taking this back to the States and just, you can live in this thing. All the seats fold down too into like a bed. This is gonna be cool, guys. This is gonna be a cool adventure in this thing if we can win it today. And I have high hopes that we can win it. With a little bit of rust that's on it and the fact that it's on an auction on a Tuesday. So typically USS Nagoya, that auction, it's on Fridays. Now this is Nagoya, or our Nagoya, and it's on Tuesdays. And typically with our Nagoya, it's a little bit lower grade cars. Not bad cars, but cars, it's not like Skylines and Supras and things like that. It's more like your everyday cars, cheaper stuff. That's what it's about here. So I think we have a good chance. A lot of car dealerships are closed on Tuesday like we are, so not a lot of people are gonna be out here bidding on this thing, I don't think. I've been hanging out in this thing for like almost an hour now, probably. Having it running, it's purring fine. I pulled it out, reversed it. Transmission feels good, but nobody else has come over here to even look at this thing either. So I think we have a good chance, guys. I think there's a really good chance we can win this thing today and bring home a sweet Delica with the crystal light roof. Oh man, this thing is cool. The underbody looks good too. I checked out the underbody. It's just a little bit of rust that I need to repair. If I end up winning this, the fog lights work no problem. The JDM yellow fog lights, projector headlights. There's some HIDs in those. And they make so many accessories for this stuff too. They make like snorkels that come up and go up to the top. They make roof racks that you can put full size like tents on, like whole tents, and just like camp out on the roof of your Delica. Guys, this thing is so freaking sweet. I know you guys can see how excited I am. I hope some of you are as excited as I am. I know some of you are gonna be like, oh, buy a GTR. GTRs are great cars, absolutely great cars. Delica Star Wagon, the special gear for 4x4 runners. That's so funny. I love the English on this stuff. GTRs are great cars, but they are so going crazy in price right now. If you can afford one, awesome car to buy, no doubt. But right now in my life, what I want is a little bit of extra money in the bank. You know, we're starting this adventure in the States. We're opening up Garage Defend USA. I would rather have a little bit of cushion rather than have a GTR right now. GTR, we'll get back in that game eventually, but right now, I'm going for this Delica and something else too. If you guys have been following, like I've been saying, you probably know some of the other cars I'm going after too, but I want to import 2 cars. I want to take 2 cars back to the States for myself. We're obviously going to be importing a lot of cars for the shop and everything, but 2 cars for myself. I want a sweet Delica and something else that you guys will have to stay tuned for in another video, but most of you probably have a general idea if you've been watching. Give it a couple revs and then we'll get out of here, and I'll keep this video rolling for the day. This one goes up to auction in about an hour and 30 minutes, and Ito-san will be bidding for us. Turbo diesel, this is gonna be so much fun. As much as I want to wait and sit here and stare at this van and scare people off from it until it goes up to auction in less than 2 hours, we're gonna leave. Gonna give everybody else their fair chance at it if anybody wants to take a look at it. But this place is dead. There is like nobody here. I've seen a few people checking out cars. But like I said, this isn't the big auction. USS Nagoya, right across the street. Not far at all. But this is the R Nagoya. And not many people out here. So I think we have a really good chance at this one. We'll take a walk around. I'll see if there's anything else cool to show you guys. I didn't look at all online to see if there's anything else out here worth showing. So I'm gonna walk around now and let you guys see what else I see. Now I do see something else. Sorry guys, this is a van video right now. Honda step wagon. I had one of these in Okinawa. Whenever the GTR went down, I blew the motor in the GTR. I got a second car waiver and bought a Honda step wagon. It was a little bit older body style than this. It was a little more rectangular, not as round right here. But I do love some Honda step wagon. Ooh, this one's definitely been smoked in a lot. That's what a lot of the vans, you can smell them as soon as you open them up. They're like, oh, smoke everywhere. And honestly, I expected to smell it when I opened the Delica. It's got like 3 or 4 ashtrays in the car, but no smoke at all. No smell of smoke. I'm super excited about that car. Let's get away from it. I'll get butterflies in my stomach looking at it. Now, there's a lot of random cars like Alfa Romeo, Mini Cooper. What is this, Peugeot? Is that how you say that? Look at this big spoiler that's on it. Peugeot 206, it's a big old spoiler. It kind of looks like the Nissan Marches that are like the Nismo edition or whatever. Oh, excuse me guys, still burping up some stuff. What do we have here? A little Miata. Roadster, not a Miata, not in Japan. Out here grinding on the day off, showing you guys some cars. I mean, obviously I came out here for the van, but here's some extra content for you guys. How about a little GC8? It is a, what is that? It's covering it up. It's a 1997 WRX, 3.5 C grade, 126,000 original kilometers. Not a bad car, guys. See, this is another thing. Like I'm saying, there's auctions every day except Sunday and Monday. There's no auctions anywhere in Japan Sunday and Monday. But look, just here in Nagoya, 30 minutes away from the shop, 30 minutes away from where I'm living, there's 2 auctions each week, Tuesdays and Fridays. And this kind of stuff is here. Like, there is nobody eyeballing this stuff. I haven't seen anybody out here inspecting these type of cars. So this is a place where you can potentially get some cheaper cars. You can get a better deal at least. And we can do that for you. We can source these cars. We can source from auctions, no problem. And give you the chance of owning something cool for an affordable price. We have the key in this one. We do have the key in this one. Let's check for neutral. That looks a little bit off. They take the shift knobs off of a lot of these because they don't want people stealing them. Fires right up. No problemo, guys and girls. Pretty awesome. And I bet this thing estimate, and you get some Japanese trash with it. Look at that, somebody left their trash in it. So not only do you get an awesome car, you get some Japanese trash. I'm gonna estimate, just kind of off the top of my head, because I've looked at these a few times at auction. I'm gonna guess this is somewhere around a $6,000 to $7,000 car, maybe less. 350Z, Fair Lady Z. Dirt cheap, I'm sure, but not legal for the US. If you are from a different country, please feel free to hit me up if you're in the market for something like that, and I'll be more than happy to help. But for video purposes, I'm gonna focus a little more. I guess that WRX wasn't USA legal either, but I'm just not gonna focus on Fair Lady Z's, not Z33s at least. Now, right now I'm noticing it's just a lot of your basic typical cars. Like I was saying, our Nagoya isn't the place to find your super rare, awesome condition Skylines and Supras and things like that. It's a lot of normal everyday cars. But there are stuff that sneaks in, like that WRX, like this super awesome turbo diesel Delica that gets in, that is, I mean, obviously stuff that I know there's a market for. I know some of you guys are interested. Another Roadster, Eunice Roadster. This one's, I'm not gonna guess the year. What year are you? This is 94, this is legal. Legal for import to the USA. Eunice Roadster. Probably gonna sell for $5,000 or less dollars. Probably less, this is an automatic. That's pretty rare. I don't know how rare it is in Japan, but in the States, if you see an automatic Roadster, that's rare. So this one's probably gonna be less than $5,000. This is pretty cheap though. Little Subaru wagon action for you guys. This one is a 2001, 12, 11, 10, no, 2013, 12, 11, 2001, yeah. Automatic, Nothing really that special, especially here in Japan. Nobody cares about a Legacy GT. It's gonna be super cheap. But I know some of you Subaru fanatics out there will appreciate a little view of the Subaru. It smells like something's leaking. Like some kind of like power steering fluid or something's leaking in this general area. I can smell it. Toyota Altezza, the IS300 in the States. I know there's quite a cult following for these as well. I don't really like them just because living in Okinawa for 3 years, this is like one of the top 3 most popular cars for Americans to buy just to drive around. This one is the stick shift though. That's pretty good. It's a 2001. So at least it's the manual transmission. That's nice. Everybody in Okinawa just buys them because they're cheap. Honda Integra DC5. 2004. I'm telling you, every Japanese red car, if it hasn't been repainted, it's got faded paint like this. Red was just a color that fades so easily. This one is a 5-speed, Type S. Probably gonna go super cheap once again. A lot of these cars are super cheap cars. There's a new Delica. Look at that. Like, I don't know. Not a fan of that. The new Delica, not cool. Old Delica, cool. New Delica, pfft. Nobody cares about a new Delica. They conformed and made it more normal. Not a fan. Another Subaru Legacy. Not a lot of super cool stuff out here. Like I said, this is not the place you go to get your cool stuff. Your cool stuff. This is where you go to get your cool stuff. And I mean, I guess the Delica's cool. Thing's super cool, but it's just not your typical thing that every JDM fanboy's after. Newer Roadster. Some nice wheels. 5-speed. But who cares? It's not a turbo diesel Delica, so who cares about anything? Now this is another thing that I kind of want to play with importing. This is a Daihatsu Hijet. It's a little K-car pickup truck. These sides fold down. All of the bed folds down, I think, on this one. This one, yeah, the side bed folds down. The side, this, and this all fold down, making a complete flatbed. They're really cool little cars. This one's gonna be super cheap as well. 5-speed manual transmission. This one's newer. This one's a 2007. So this one's a 2007, but they don't look much different. Like, you can find like legal ones for the US that look pretty much exactly the same and have the exact same features for dirt cheap. This one, obviously, not old enough to go back to the States, but we can get stuff similar to this. Very, very similar, pretty much exactly the same. The front's a little more squared off for really, really cheap, good prices and import them to the States. And I think I'm gonna play around with that market a little bit as well whenever we get the USA shop opened up. Not much out here. Toyota Crown, looks like it's been lowered, but clearly a newer car. Now, I just don't see much out here for you guys to see that you'd be too interested in. Some sweet vans. Van culture is huge in Japan, guys. It really got me loving vans. Some sweet wheels on this one. Van culture is a whole nother game. Look at this thing, guys. The wheels and the Momo steering wheel. That's what I'm talking about. Van culture is amazing here. Now here's the Honda version, not the Daihatsu. Let's see what year this one is. Very similar though. Folding down bed. This one's gonna be a little newer, I think. Newer than USA legal, at least. Yeah, this one's a 2012. Awesome little work trucks. I'm secretly making this video so I can walk around the Delica and watch for people that are looking to bid. Look at this little thing. Honda. What is it? I don't even know what this is. EGA4. M-Trek? Honda M-Trek? I used to be a Honda guy, but I've never really dealt with these type of things. It is a 5-speed. Interesting. Fake carbon fiber hood or real carbon fiber hood? Real carbon fiber hood. Real carbon fiber hood on it. What year? We're looking at a 96. Interesting little car. Here's an example of one of those work trucks being used for work. And this one is a Subaru version. They have versions, like every car maker has their version of this in Japan. This is a Subaru Sambar truck, and it's got a gas tank in the back. Look at this thing. That's pretty awesome. What year are we looking at for the Subaru? What? No years lit. Oh no, it's a 2001. 2001 traveling gas tank for you guys. Here's another Daihatsu. I don't think any of these are old enough for the US though. Yeah, that one's not. Oh, here we go once again. Like I said, everybody's got their version. Here's the Suzuki version. Now this one, nope, not USA legal yet either. I think this auction has a lot of stuff that is a little bit newer. Most of the people at this auction are focusing on taking cars back to their dealership that they have in Japan and selling cheap cars, or they are people from, you know, Middle Eastern countries that are shipping stuff back towards like Pakistan and a lot of those countries. There's a lot of imports to some of those Middle Eastern countries. It's a huge market for it here. This one's a 98. What version do we have over here? Do we have a Nissan? See, Nissan's even got a version of this thing. This one's a 2005. Interesting. Another Subaru version. 97. Getting closer. Another work truck. Another one. See, these things are all over the place here. So many work trucks to choose from. Here's another car that I want to talk about for just a moment. This is a Suzuki Jimny. This is another car I kind of want to play around with the US market. I know there's a little bit of a market for it. Look at all these cars with like the glass up here back in the day. That's pretty cool. But these are also four-wheel drive. This one looks like it might be a little newer. This is a 96, so it's not USA legal yet, but there are USA legal models that look pretty much the same as this right here. It's very similar to the Suzuki Samurai that was sold in the US. Suzuki Samurai? Yeah, I think it was the Samurai. But the Jimny is the way cooler Japanese version of it. A lot more options, a lot cooler stuff. This one is the manual transmission. Make sure it is in neutral. And the battery's dead on this one. But these had a lot of cool options as well. It's got some nice tires in the back. Very cool cars that I will also be playing around with the US market whenever we open up the shop. Just to give you guys one last like picture of this. Work truck, work truck, work truck, work truck, work truck. So many work trucks, so many of these little cars. And we can definitely source you guys something like this for dirt cheap if you're in the market. All right guys, we're gonna get out of here. It's like 100 degrees outside today. There's the Delica one last time. Maybe the next time you see it, she'll be mine. Still nobody looking at it, so we're looking good. But for now, I'm gonna get out of here. It is super hot. Please excuse the douchey sunglasses. I left my sunglasses at Captain 26 in Okinawa on accident. But I have some cool sunglass sponsorship kind of opportunity thing I'll tell you guys about in another video coming up. But for now, let's get out of here. Let's get back in the Supra. Let's head home. It's my day off. Shop's closed on Tuesdays, and we will see how the bidding goes in just about an hour. Another idea for perspective here. This is the parking lot for the auction. Pretty small parking lot, not that many cars. The USS Nagoya fills up like parking garages full like that of cars, people's cars, customers' cars that are here to inspect cars. So, good chance of finding something at a good deal with not too many people watching it at our Nagoya. As you all should be very aware, I am terrible at finishing videos the same day I start. It is maybe, what is today? It's like 3 days later, something like that, I don't know. I'm not counting days here. Take a look at what's outside. Please welcome the Mitsubishi Delica. We won the auction. She is mine, all mine. I am beyond excited for this car. Van, truck, zombie killer. This thing is going to be so much fun in the States. Just turned it on, have it out here cooling down on the inside. You guys have already seen it from a few days ago, a few seconds ago in this video. But she's here, I won the bid, I got it at a really nice price. I'll tell you, it was under 5,000 US dollars. Everything included, the fees, the auction, the winning bid, taxes, the winning bid fee. But the Delica is here, boys. I gave it a quick wash yesterday, but it's been so hot in here in Nagoya that everything was drying before I could even properly dry it off. But a lot of it cleaned up. It's got a lot of the spots off of it that were on it. It's got the little bit of rust like I showed you guys, but I will be taking care of that before it ever leaves Japan. The Delica is ours. Guys, I'm super excited for this thing. Oh yeah, and I figured out how to pop the engine cover. So take a look at that. There's one right here that I was doing, but I didn't realize there was another one over here. Just like that. And then this thing comes right up. Why is it not coming right up? There we go. There she is. The timing belt was also pretty recently replaced. That was a super awesome lucky surprise. Everything looks really clean under here. The oil was recently changed as well. I found a sticker for that. So I think I got a nice, good running Delica that seems to be in pretty awesome condition, other than just some minor rust that I will have fixed before this thing ever hits the States. Something we are gonna have to change is that exhaust. We're gonna need a big, loud turbo diesel exhaust on this thing so we can cruise around South Carolina with the lifted diesel trucks. I'm super excited for this van. I hope you guys are too. This is gonna be a fun part of the channel, something a little different. And I know some of you are probably like, what the heck? He sold his GTR and now he's driving a van. I am so happy with this purchase. I mean, I love the GTR. I was happy with it too. But this is just, I don't know, this is gonna be so fun and so cool. And such a better price. If I break it, I don't have to really worry like that much. I can easily get some parts for it from over here. It's just so exciting. But there will be something else coming to the channel too. I'm not gonna just own a van. I'm not gonna be your van bro over here. I'm also getting another car. It's just a matter of time and finding the right one. So definitely stay tuned for that, because I'm looking every single week. Anyways, I don't wanna drag this video out any longer. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you love the van. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and it's gonna be a new exciting part of the channel with some off-roading stuff when we get back to the States. I hope you guys love it. I will see you guys in the next video. As always, thanks for watching.